China's 19th Party Congress just concluded. If you don't read the tea leaves of China's opaque political process, you may be asking yourself, so what? Put simply, the Party Congress is when the Chinese Communist Party selects its top leadership and announces major new policy initiatives. These congresses only occur once every 5 years and are attended by some 2,300 delegates. While the Congress meetings in Beijing last a full week, there are no impromptu speeches or filibustering delegates. It is a carefully scripted affair where major decisions are usually made in advance. Think of the 19th Party Congress as an unveiling. China's new leaders are revealed and new policies are announced. This event has a lot of bearing on which direction China will go next, which increasingly affects the rest of the world too. To understand its importance, we can go back to the last Party Congress. 5 years ago, public graft and bribery were seen as the greatest threat to the cohesion of the party. Xi Jinping, who at the time was relatively unknown, became head of the party. His mandate was to transform the way that China is governed through a vast anti-corruption campaign. Xi's anti-corruption campaign has seen sweeping results, with the arrest and prosecution of more than 1 million officials, from corrupt low-level bureaucrats to politicians in the highest reaches of power. In October of 2016, he was elevated to the status of core leader. But what about the other leaders around him? The closest advisors to the President of China make up what's called the Politburo Standing Committee, which contains between 5 and 9 members, including the President himself. Further from the locus of power, the Standing Committee is part of a larger group of 25, called the Politburo, which contains members from all different sectors of the government, including representatives from major cities and provinces, the Congress, and the military. After months of media speculation about internal Politburo decisions, the party finally unveiled its new top leadership. Almost 2/3 of the Politburo's 25 members have been replaced, and 5 existing Politburo members were promoted to the Standing Committee. The only Standing Committee member to remain is Xi Jinping's second-in-command, Premier Li Keqiang. The new Standing Committee members are Li Jianshu, one of Xi's most trusted allies; Wang Yang, China's top trade negotiator and an economic reformist; Wang Huning, a former law professor who writes party slogans and speeches; Zhao Leji, the new anti-corruption chief; and Han Zheng, who has spent most of his political career in the city of Shanghai. In Xi's opening speech, he focused on addressing imbalanced development. Xi's plan calls for a drive to eradicate poverty and close the increasing wealth gap that has arisen from China's rapid development. Xi also talked about sustainable development, which will involve further reform to state-owned enterprises and a push for high-tech innovation and artificial intelligence. Despite his focus on development, Xi is also adamant in preserving a Marxist outlook in modern China and has added his name to the party constitution. It will take at least 5 more years to see the full effects of Xi Jinping's vision for the Communist Party and for China's future. But one thing is certain: China under Xi Jinping is changing.